All right, boys, this is a late video. I didn't even know this was a thing, guys. This is how you know I don't my social media for FIFA stuff has cleared, buddy. No, nothing on Twitter, nothing on YouTube. No word of a lie. I'm not even joking. Some guy in my comment section for the Fabio Carvalho video, he said thoughts on the EAFC deep dive video coming out. It's already come out. He said that 50 minutes ago, but I think it came out like 3 hours ago. But yeah, we'll be checking out the new stuff, new gameplay mechanic stuff. Obviously, with inconsistent gameplay being a thing, they're probably not going to fix that. So we're just going to move right past that and look at the individual game mechanics. So let me see if this goes through my speaker for you guys. Perfect. Okay, let me just mute the music here. Beautiful. All right.
My name's Timsy, and I'm joined by two experts from the development team behind this year's game, Sam and Kancho. Guys, welcome.
Hey, excited to be here.
Hey, what's up?
Today, we'll talk about the trinity of technologies delivering this true-to-football level of authenticity. Hypermotion V, playstyles, and the revolutionized Frostbite engine. So let's just go straight into it. It feels like we have to start with Hypermotion V. So tell me, what's the V about? What's new this year?
V stands for the volumetric capture technology. It's a game changer because this is one of the biggest gameplay innovation, and I think the best way to talk about this is to show it.
Erling Haaland! Oh, tremendous goal!
Remember that goal from Haaland against the Dortmund in the Champions League last year? We now have exactly the same motion in our game.
Oh, can you believe what we've just seen?
To be fair, pretty cool, to be honest. I'm okay with that. Even if this is like an overpowered way to score, he's empty. You know what I'm saying? Because look,
Wait, that is actually incredible.
like you could see the shot power is nuts for it. Okay, but it's a 1v1 finish, so whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it depends, bro. I want to see how like the defenders and the attackers react to that.
That's the magic of Hypermotion V. Hypermotion V completely redefines how we go.
Oh, that people are gonna use that for sure. Did that just go up? I went up.
That's the magic of Hypermotion V. Hypermotion V completely.
Hey, what are you doing here, EA? Like, so over here, are you doing R1 and then elastical?
Actually incredible.
That's the magic of Hypermotion V. Hypermotion V completely redefines.
It kind of looks like R1 elastical. Like you're just, you know, like because he has to be doing a specific dribble first before he does that actual elastical. It's got to be like an L trigger elastical or something because he's literally lifting the ball.
That's how we go from the real world matches by using something called volumetric capture technology.
This looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, like just the animation choices for this type of stuff. Like this actually does look cool. Inconsistent gameplay aside.
Real world matches by using something called volumetric capture technology.
Yeah, that's different. That's not, you don't get that shot in this game. So that's actually sick.
This has been a dream of ours for many years. Having the ability to get motion capture directly from the real players, the top players playing in the highest possible competitions, that's been a dream.
Well, how is that even possible?
There is a set of cameras in the actual stadiums all around the pitch, and with these huge matches played in front of the thousands of fans, we'll be able to capture the exact player motion.
Yeah, that looks cool actually.
In front of the thousands of fans, we'll be able to capture
that actually looks sick. That actually looks next gen. I like that. Like the animations, I mess with that.
Happens in the real games.
So basically what you're telling me is if it's football...
Oh, that's cool too. You're doing a slide one too?
Happens in the real games.
So basically what you're telling me is if it's football, it's in the game. That is incredible. But will these new animations be everywhere across the game?
Absolutely. We're talking about passes, shots, talking about tackles. We're talking about hundreds of new, never-before-seen animations. Movements that are even more authentic to the football than ever before.
Especially those world-class actions
Just give us the best version of your gameplay, and maybe these mechanics will actually be usable.
that only a top
Not the 95% that we usually get.
player in a competitive match could possibly perform.
Grealish, it's in! A well
It's pretty cool. So what cross do you do here?
Especially a top player in a
Like a driven cross, right?
Especially those world-class actions that only a top player in a competitive match
Driven,
could possibly
touch,
perform.
and then into the shot. That would feel good too.
A well-taken goal.
I did this like type of animation in the Ferran Torres video where I did like a driven cross into the 18 and he kind of controlled it with his right foot and then we scored with his left. That goal felt good. It was actually nice.
And no wonder he's off celebrating.
So if Hypermotion V uses volumetric capture from leagues like the Premier League and the Women's Champions League, does that mean these top players are more authentic in the game this year?
Absolutely. Think of Haaland at a full sprint, right? Nobody in the world moves
To be fair, this is probably like, if this is actually like demonstrated in the game, this is probably the first year where they're doing a deep dive where this stuff actually looks cool, because in previous years it was just like publicity stuff, but these animations are actually different. You know what I'm saying? They are actually different.
Like him. And this year, we can take his
No way, you
volumetric
replicate
data
that too.
to create his running style
first
with more
touch?
authenticity than ever.
And even more, thanks to Hypermotion V, we essentially gone from a couple of dozen signature run styles to over 1,200.
And with this real-world data, it just makes every player unique. And that's what's going into the game. So you play like Man City versus Liverpool, every player is going to be running a bit different.
Absolutely sensational!
That's right, it's not just the stars we had previously in our game, it's everyone on the pitch.
What I would do for this animation to be consistent for the chips, man. What I would do.
That's right,
This
it's
chip
not
looks
just
nice.
the stars we had previously in our game, it's
Oh,
everyone
what I
on
would
the
do,
pitch.
bro. Oh, did they do the curl on the inside? Oh, bro, I've been talking about this curl on the inside on Pez like for years, bro. Hold on.
That's right, it's not just the stars we had previously in our game, it's everyone.
Oh, I think they did, bro. Oh, dude, that animation, I'm telling you, in Pez, I used to do rant videos like 3-4 years ago, and I'm like, bro, they will never get the chip shot down, because the way that it's hit on Pez like makes you feel like you know what I'm saying? It makes you feel like a monster.
On
That
the
looks good
pitch.
though.
Wow. So what you're
Goalie
telling me
animation,
is Hypermotion
1v1.
V affects lengthy now.
Lengthy is back.
So what you're telling me is Hypermotion V affects lengthy now.
Lengthy is back, absolutely. With Hypermotion V, we have locked twice as many acceleration archetypes, which means more uniqueness, more differences, like in real life.
Ah, this is actually a good deep dive, EA. I roast you guys like crazy because you're inconsistent gameplay mainly, right? But this is actually good.
Lengthy is back, absolutely. With Hypermotion V, we have locked twice
Lengthy, controlled, explosive. Apparently they have different archetypes now, like where it's like mostly lengthy, lengthy and controlled, you know?
as many acceleration archetypes, which means more
All the same pace, but how does the lengthy move?
With Hypermotion V, we have locked twice as many acceleration archetypes, which means more uniqueness, more differences, like in real life.
Interesting. Making physical strikers more usable like that.
That is incredible. And
Thing is though, is how the card is formatted, because if your dribbling feels a certain way, wonder how they this is interesting now.
And that's just the first big technology powering authentic gameplay in FC24.
The fake body feint into a
The
Trivella.
first big technology powering authentic gameplay.
Dude, there's like a motion to it. That's actually kind of cool. Because in this game, it's like very like it's like a cut animation. You know what I'm saying? But this is like
That is
into
incredible. And that's
one.
just the first big technology
into
powering
one.
authentic
Boom.
gameplay.
Like,
in
you know what I'm saying? It's
FC24.
kind of that's actually
I know
nice.
we could talk about it so much more and in great detail, but we have to move on. So let's talk about tech number 2.
The same meta, you know.
Tell me about these playstyles.
So to put it simply, numbers can't always explain
that's
the things
you.
that great players are able to do on the pitch. Imagine Trent's signature whip cross, or the way that Vinny takes on defenders with his dribbling, or even Sam Kerr's instinctive style of finishing. So the playstyles really represent those signature abilities, adding that new dimension to the game that goes beyond just the ratings. It's more about the way you play.
Yes, and each of these playstyles will have 2 tiers.
Ratings. It's more about the way you play.
Yes, and each of these
To the game that goes beyond just the ratings.
Manual defending being rewarded? I don't think. Is he doing a slide challenge? Let me see if there's a command.
It's more about the way you play.
Yes, and
Hold on. Where is it? Right there. It's this is Wolfsburg. Is this Wolfsburg? Wolfsburg and Leon. Okay.
More about the way you play.
Yes, and each of these playstyles.
Interesting. So you see the bottom left? Look at this. Look at the bottom left. So you can actually see the traits down there.
The way you play.
You switch, they have the traits. And with the traits, maybe because of that specific trait, this one right here, where you're basically a brick wall, especially with the cursor, I like it with the cursor, EA. With the cursor, yes. With the cursor, yes, because let me see here. So you switch.
It's more about the way you play.
Commit, but then switch.
Yes, and
I'm okay with that. It depends on how your attacking AI works afterwards, but that actually looks okay.
each of
With
these
the cursor.
playstyles will have 2 tiers. Playstyles and Playstyle Plus. So the Playstyles are the signature abilities that make players unique, and the Playstyle Plus takes these signature abilities from special to spectacular.
Amazing. And where did these playstyles actually come from?
Just like Hypermotion V, we are using real-world data to power our playstyles. And we've partnered with Opta to inform certain playstyles to our players so they're as authentic as possible.
Great. So what sort of gameplay boosts are we talking? I know a lot of people will want concrete examples.
That pace doesn't look too bad, actually. So an obvious opportunity.
Certain playstyles to our players so they're as authentic as possible.
So obvious opportunity. I have to see the cursors though, because if he's using this cursor like 2 seconds in advance, no. But it, like, from what I'm seeing here, because you know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at Marquinhos, right? And the pace between him and Vinny, because the thing that I've always complained about with pace over the years is an obvious opportunity you should be through on goal. But when it's just like forced, like this is a good through ball to make. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the space there. If you're controlling this guy like 2 seconds in advance, no. If the cursor's there, no chance for a through ball, right? Maybe a lob pass because of the run that's being made, right? But a through pass, no, because just get to the ball, right? But if not, which it looks like no, because it's the animation's really slow there, but it's the running afterwards. Look at the running.
What sort of gameplay boosts are we talking? I know a lot of people.
It seems very neutral, but the attacker has the advantage still, which is okay to me.
Will want concrete
We'll
examples
see.
from you.
In Ultimate Team, it's different with the chemistry
so many
styles.
examples to take off. I really prefer to have players who have a defensive playstyle.
The defensive AI stuff, we'll see how that works with these traits, man.
And those playstyles will unlock a stop ball tackle, a new feature that we introduced in FC
That's a good feature.
24. Players who will have these playstyles will be able to perform a stop tackle motion. It's an
Possession base. Woo!
action that will cleanly dispossess the opponents and perfect opportunity to take the
Attacker front EA, defender forward. Oh my goodness, like 10 years for this.
counterattack and take the lead.
What a pass. What did you do here? What is this?
Take the counterattack and take the lead.
Oh, that might be crazy.
And if you have the free kick specific playstyle, so that's going to give you that longer guiding line so you can see exactly where the ball is going to go and you can hit it into the top ends more. Longer guiding line so you can see exactly where the ball is going to go and you can hit it into the top ends more regularly.
Or the power shot. Power shot is a new mechanic we introduced last year.
I like this mechanic being added. I forgot to mention this being one of the good mechanics that they added. I even mentioned this before the game came out, and during it was the same thing. The power shot's cool because the variable of slowing down your player but putting more power behind a strike and then adding a green time on top of it, it was good. Like that's one of the mechanics that I forgot to mention.
And this year, the power shots playstyle really elevates this. You get faster to the ball, you shoot like a rocket. That's my favorite.
It's a trait.
Wow.
It's a playstyle, excuse me.
How many playstyles are there? Do you have a number?
In total, there are 34 brand new playstyles in FC24, and they cover every aspect. And what I love about the playstyles, that's something that will truly define the players, make players more
Rapid
unique.
was
The
what? Just
playstyles
pace?
in FC24, and they cover
Quick
every
step.
aspect. And
What was the quick step?
brand new playstyles in FC24, and they cover every aspect.
Oh,
and
no way to see that
what
one.
I love about the playstyles, that's something that will truly define the players, make players more unique, and equip them with their true-to-life tendencies and signature abilities. Try to guess if someone has a power header, acrobatic shot, and power shot. Who is that?
I think it's your favorite player, Haaland, right?
Haaland.
Haaland! Oh, tremendous goal!
But this isn't in just one phase of the game, right? It's throughout attacking, defending, in midfield, everywhere.
Absolutely. Like, for example, the finesse shot with Son, rapid dribbling with Vinicius Jr., tiki-taka with Jude Bellingham, Marta and Trinity Rodman both has a great playstyles combination for both dribbling and finishing. Basically, all your favorite players will have a unique combination of the playstyles that truly defines who they are.
So are we going to see these playstyles in any other game modes?
Yeah, for sure. They'll help you make your pro more unique in clubs. They'll help you create that perfect ultimate team. They'll even allow you to personalize your player in career to make your player play just the way you want them to.
Amazing. So I know I don't have the real world attributes to be a trickster, but I would want the trickster playstyle plus, I think.
It's the bruiser playstyle plus for me.
You don't look like a bruiser, though. You're a lovely man.
I just want to smash people. Nobody's getting by me.
Well, that brings us to our third in the trinity of technologies this year. What can you tell the people about the revolutionized Frostbite engine?
So, as people have noticed throughout this deep dive, the world's game has never looked better than it does this year.
The game looks amazing. The players' bodies, their faces, the lighting, the pitch, even the way the fabric on the kits wraps and moves around the players. There's so much more detail and realism in the visual experience we bring in this year, and there is something that I've never seen before.
Amazing. I know we want to save a bit of these details for the presentation deep dive.
But hopefully, what we've shown already has started to get people excited.
Well, I certainly can't wait to start playing, and thank you both so much for taking us through Hypermotion V, play styles, and of course, the revolutionized Frostbite engine. Been a true pleasure.
I always have to mention this because this is very important. I know for a fact that they didn't change it. If you guys have fixed inconsistent gameplay, I would be the most shocked person in the entire world over anything, right? But because of that specific thing, that's why I don't care about your mechanics. That specifically, because they're gonna feel horrible again, right? Content creator Inception will still create the content, but streaming, guys, this is how it is. If you see me stream consistently, it means I actually like the game. If I don't stream, it just means YouTube and call it a day, you know? If we didn't have this this fact of inconsistent gameplay in this game, right? If we didn't, this is probably the first gameplay trailer that they've done in a lot of years where this actually looks cool. You know what I'm saying? A lot of authentic stuff being added into the game, which I'm down for. Like the finishing and stuff, like the way that the player shoots the ball, that motion, that type of stuff is what makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? But that chip, because when I saw a chip shot and it does the little curl, I was like, did they finally do it? Who knows? Did they finally do it? This is actually, if you don't have inconsistent gameplay, which you do, if you don't, we're living in a theoretical world, right? This is actually a good deep dive. The first good deep dive in years. I don't remember the last deep dive that I probably enjoyed personally, honestly, was the very first year that you guys introduced 360 dribbling, because that was years ago. I think that's probably like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, maybe. Because that was like a thing where it's like, you're not just waffling. Like in your other trailers and your other deep dives, you're waffling. Because all of these, before the game even came out, you know you're waffling. But these are actually different things that you're going to notice. So it's cool. I actually like this. This is probably the first deep dive video I've enjoyed watching in a minute. Like this actually looks different, which I like, you know? Like some of these animation choices, if you guys play enough FIFA, you know these are different, you know? So that's cool. But inconsistent gameplay. I always got to mention it, because if you guys don't fix it, which you guys are pretty clueless about fixing, then... But in the theoretical world, if that didn't exist, this is a good trailer, EA. I'm actually, I'm impressed, for sure. This is actually really cool to watch. I enjoyed this. Guys, thanks for watching the video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. My ear is still ringing from the other day, man. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.